Howdy kids. I've got a whole lot of drugstore here for you. I've got a full face. 90% of it is drugstore. I want to feature some items from joah as well as the new TikTok hit, the Maybelline mascara, Colossal Bubble Mascara. And then we also have a couple of special guest appearances from some high-end beauty items that I got at drugstore prices because I found them at tjmaxx. If all this sounds interesting, keep watching and I'll show you more details about these lovely beauties. Howdy kids, welcome back to my channel. You are at Powder and Paint by Kim. Boop. And I'm going to show you some, not completely new, but new to me, some new items, all mostly drugstore. I do have a couple of high-end items that I got at tjmaxx, but I'm going to show you these because these are really great finds. But first, we'll just start with everything. I have my skincare done. I've got my SPF on. So let's get down to business. We're going to start with CoverGirl's True Blend Skin Enhancer Luminizer, and this is in Jelly Bronze Glow. I'll pop up another video where I featured this before, and it is just my new fave. It's this beautiful lightweight gel texture. And since it's sunny and pretty, I want to get a bronzy glow going on. Gives you this beautiful lit from within glow. I love, and it's mostly the texture that feels so good. Just a very lovely primer to put on. And the dupe for Say's glowy gel, what do they call it? Glowy super gel. And this is in rose gold. But this is its dupe. It's awesome. I like it a lot. Okay. So we are just getting down to business here. Alrighty. There we are. Woo! I'm glowy. But I like it like that. Now, with some of these items, I got them at CVS. And as you guys know, I love to get my drugstore beauty at CVS because they'll have them on sale. You can add and your coupons, you can layer your coupons. It's an awesome place to get your drugstore beauty at an amazing savings. So we've got that on. Let's go ahead with concealer. I am using the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I think this one is in medium. They never put the name on here right, but I think that's what it is. And maybe it's beige. I'll put it up here after I go look for it. And you don't need much of this concealer. I repurchased this at CVS because I had coupons and I got a great deal and it was awesome. And you can also ship from CVS. So if your CVS doesn't have a certain line, because I know some of the CVS's may carry joah, some don't, some have NYX, some have e.l.f., whatever, you guys get the point. But if there's something that you want and your store doesn't have it, you can order it online, and I believe it's a minimum of $35 and it will ship for free. So that is pretty awesome. And that's what I did. We ordered stuff online. Got my hair color and your coupons apply there, so it was just stupendous. Alrighty, now. All right, we got the concealer. I still have some on my hand and I never waste. I just throw it on my face. Because somewhere on my face it's gonna want or need a little something, something. Okay. There is that. Now, I'm such a nitwit. I was like, I need a powder foundation. I had been using from Makeup Forever. Hold on. Good Lord, it took me forever to reach over there and get it. Their HD Skin Matte Velvet, and this is well loved. And I'm almost out, and I thought, gosh, you know, sometimes I really love it. I just want a powder foundation. I like the ease of it. I like the way it feels. And I thought, gosh, I'm about out of that. Let me get a powder foundation. So I saw where joah at CVS was on sale, 40 to 50% off. Still on sale. Online it says 50%. In my store it said 40%. So I went ahead and picked up, because I thought I don't have another powder foundation. And this is their Perfect Complexion Cashmere Powder Foundation. It has peptides, it has tea tree oil, it has niacinamide. So while you may think that a powder is going to be too drying, this one is not. It's lovely. Cream products apply very well as well on top of this. And you've got, you know, your little mirror. I'm not going to blind you. And it comes with a little sponge, but I like to apply it with a densely packed brush. So that's what I'm going to do. But you can see, let's see kids, I got the color medium with cool undertones. And I just love the way it applies. And I love the coverage I get. It's very buildable. So you can go with something that's not so densely packed and apply it and get maybe even a lighter application if that's what you're going for. And the other thing I like about this, I find that I really don't need much of a setting powder. I am in love with this foundation. And a fraction of the cost of the Makeup Forever. I like this as much. I'm telling you, Drugstore, they have really, they have stepped up to the plate, y'all. Look at that. I think it's just lovely. Wears beautifully. But yeah, Joah's Perfect Complexion Cashmere Powder Foundation. It's a must. It really is. All right, I'm going to take a moment, put on my eyebrows. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh, you know what? And I will put the price up for what this is on sale for. I'll put the price up here for this foundation. Now, you guys know I'm crazy about these Morphe setting powders, finishing powders, and I am going to do a little bit of a touch-up because I feel like the luminizer that I put in, the CoverGirl luminizer, I probably should have let that sit for just a minute or two, but for time's sake, I went ahead and put the foundation on top of that. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe powder on a little puff and just go in to my problematic areas, just in my T-zone. And I always lightly powder, and this one is so finely milled, I can easily use it in my under eye area and on my lids with a very fluffy, fluffy brush. All right, we are moving along. Now what I'd like to use, I want to show you how well a cream product, I'm going to use Juvia's Placed cream bronzer, and this is in the color Sunkissed. I love this bronzer. I've forgotten about it. I hadn't used it in a while, and it's one of my favorites. Got a densely packed brush here, and I just tapped it in. But look how lovely that goes on. And this cream bronzer is the bomb too. Look how nice that looks. It just goes on so well. I am in love with that Joah foundation. I love a lot of Joah's products. There's a luminizer that I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. I got it in gold. I might take it back because I also have it in this dawn pink glow dawn, something like that. So it's like, do I need one? I've got the pink one. Do I need the gold one? No. Would I like it? Well, probably. And then there's the issue of just space. Where am I going to put everything? Alrighty. I'm glowed up. I'm bronzed up. Now we are going to go to eyes. So as I said, CVS has got joah products on sale 40 to 50% off, depending whether you go in the store or online. And so I wanted to get their little eyeshadow quad. They've got several colors. I'll post a little picture up here that shows the different colors that it comes in. And I wanted to get something sun-baked, if that's sun-baked, but glowy bronzy. This was the color story I was wanting to do. And I wanted to do a goldy shimmery. So, you know what, I'm gonna put this little color. Ooh, I don't know that I like this brush for this. I don't. This is the brush I want for this. First time I've used joah shadows. That blended well, very well. I'm doing a real simple eye look today, kids. Nothing jazzy. And I think this came out to be $3.72. We're getting to the elf bite size prices there. That blended out beautifully. Now let's go in. I'm going to use both these shimmery shades. Here's the gold. Look at that. It's a little flaky, but not bad. Let's give her a go. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. You know I gotta use a liner. I'm just taking a Huda Beauty palette and I'm gonna mix these two colors. I want something darker than what this particular palette is offering me. All right, so I've got my eyes lined and very little fallout. I've got a few little specks of some glitter, but not much. Nice enough. That'd be all right. Oh, and guys, if you hear this weird little humming, whirring, it's my fan. Our air conditioner went out upstairs, so I've got my fan going, so you're hearing the I'll have some little background music, so maybe that'll lower that sound. One of my finds when shopping at CVS with joah, they have a Lash Up Rising eyelash primer. You guys know I love my primers, so we're gonna give this little cookie a go at it. I will put its price up, and it's a white primer. Like L'Oreal has a white primer. But I'm telling you kids, if you don't use the eyelash primer, use one. And at 40% to 50% off, this is nice.
Now, I've never used theirs before. So far, so good.
All right, we've got the primer on. Seems very nice, just like many of the other eyelash primers. The proof on its value, value in that, is it good, is going to be when I put on the mascara, which I'm going to do right now. So I have here the TikTok hit, the Colossal Bubble Mascara from Maybelline. I've got it in brownish black. That's my favorite color. I've decided I'm not real crazy. I know brown's really popular this year, but I think with my coloring, I like something a little darker than just brown and maybe not so severe as a black. So brownish black is great. So let's take a look. This is the first time I've opened this. All right, it's an interesting wand. It's not the hourglass wand, which is what I typically like. It's very spiky though. Now they say with this Bubble Colossal mascara, they say that it is buildable, gives you inflated volume, and sleek separation. So I like all those things, but you know me, I like volume and length. So let's see. Like I said, I'm usually not a fan of Maybelline's mascaras, usually because they flake. And I will put a little note up here to let you know how it lasts, if it flakes. Get some length. Separates beautifully. I do like that. Doesn't quite have the volume that I would like, but this isn't bad for Maybelline. All right, let me quit monkeying with that one. Let's go to the other eye. So far, what I'm liking best is how it separates everything and gives you some length. So more of a wispy-ish look. I like it. It just doesn't quite have the volume that I typically like, but it's not bad for Maybelline. Poor Maybelline. A lot of other things by Maybelline I like, but usually not the mascara. I didn't put anything in my lower lash line as far as shadow. I'm just doing something simple. So, see how this goes underneath. It's got a nice little snap. Okay, so here is our Maybelline Colossal Bubble Mascara. I'll let you know, kids. It's not all whoop-de-doo to me, but I am feeling extra shiny, and I think maybe I got a little carried away with this, but I've used it in the past. I feel like glowy and ooh. I'm gonna powder up again, because that's the way I do. Actually, I'm gonna take my Morphe brush. I'm just gonna go all over. Maybe it's my lighting in here. I just feel like my texture here is not being my friend. And I'm trying to remember if I used this with, I used the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer with this before, and I think I did, and I think it was okay. I don't think it made me extra glowy. We shall see. I probably should have chosen another eyeshadow color story, but it was different, and I've never used Joah's eyeshadow before, and this was a different color story than some of the other stuff I had, so I might like it. Went on nice. All right, we are moving along. So we've got our 2 new products. Do like this Volumizer primer very much. I think that went on well. I think it helped with the mascara. We shall see. I wish I had a little more volume with the Colossal Bubble Mascara, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, now we are going to move on to blush. And we've got a little special guest appearance from some high-end beauties, but I found these at tjmaxx. There were several shades of this Fenty blush, Fenty Beauty blush, and this is in Tahiti Teas. This is Fenty Cheeks, their suede powder blush, and it's lovely. And I love this color. And it's I'm gonna say it's a satiny finish. I love it. And kind of for a no makeup day, I don't know if you're gonna see that. I just thought this color was so pretty. It goes on, look at that. Just a little bit of a luminescent glow and lasts. Oh my gosh. So and I'm gonna use both colors because you know how I am. So we're gonna go in with this Fenty, and again, this is Tahiti Teas. Look how pretty that is. Just for that kind of no makeup look. It's just that perfect little sun-kissed summery color. I love it. I don't think it doesn't enhance, I've got some texture, but I don't feel like it's enhancing it. I just think with this eye look and everything, I think that's really pretty. Okay, now, let me get a lip pencil. I'll be right back, hold on. This is just from my collection that I already have. It's ColourPop, and this is the color Love Bug. I think this is the color that I want to use. Let's see. That's nice. That's what I needed. I need a little pop of color. I love ColourPop's lip pencils. They're just, you saw how effortlessly that went on. Oh, anyways, but that's not why we're here. Well, everything beauty. Now, I've got two lip glosses I want to share with you. So I've got Maybelline's Lifter Gloss, talking about CVS and some of the great buys you can get. I'll put its price up here. I was able to get this at a phenomenal price. I think I had a discount for Maybelline, if you got a Maybelline product, and then an additional 35% off. I'm telling you, when you can build and add your coupons and layer your coupons at CVS is when you can really get these beauty items at such a great deal. So this is the color Topaz. I haven't even used it yet. I will say, of lip glosses, this is probably number 5 of my lifter glosses that I've gone through. But I just thought that was a really pretty color. Oh, so nice. So there's that one. Now, when I was at TJMaxx, we've got another little not secret, but a little special guest appearance from Buxom. This was $8.99. Oh, the Fenty blush was $14.99. $8.99 for this Buxom Lip Plumper Gloss, and this is the color Gilt, G-I-L-T. And I hope you can see that. It's just got that little bit of shimmer to it. I'm gonna wear it. Isn't that pretty? Maybelline would have been lovely too. And they both have that plumping quality, but I'm gonna look. Let me check mine. And of course, you know I went to CVS because they have a 3-foot long receipt that they give you. How much did I wind up paying for the lifter gloss? I don't know, because I didn't buy it when I went. This was all joah stuff. This was when I ordered stuff online. So I'll put the price up here. All right, now one last thing, and then I think we'll be done. Boy, this Fenty blush, I've got a highlighter from Fenty. I've used her mascara. I've used her lip gloss, which I absolutely love, but I've not tried the blush, and it's just lovely. And for $14.99, I was very happy about that. Now, I saw this gorgeous little beauty, Gucci, and it's Gucci. This was their this past holiday blush, and this is in the color, I think it's Intense Ruby. Yes, I remembered right, Intense Ruby. Look at that little the packaging. It's got some weight to it, so it's quite luxe. But there we've got a little mirror, and there's our little Gucci imprint. But the color's gorgeous. So of course I'm gonna put it on top of what I got. Look at that. Just right on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm telling you, I've done this combination for a few days now, and it lasts. You know, sometimes when you're talking about drugstore versus high-end, sometimes there are these little nuances that the high-end is going to give you that a drugstore won't. And I'm not going to make a blanketed statement, but I believe that longevity is going to be one of the things that you're going to get with a high-end product as far as its staying power and how long it lasts. Boy, isn't that pretty? Is it just me? All righty. I think we've got to look. I like that eye look. Okay, coming around. I will be right back with some final thoughts, and let's see where we go from here. Alrighty, we are back. Here is my final look. I don't really think I did much anything else when I ended that little last time. So, pretty little eye look with our joah shadow. Let's see, and this one is called Gold Getter, and it's very goldy. I like that a lot. And I will keep you posted on how well this performs. I'm really loving the joah lash primer and adore this powder foundation, the cashmere powder foundation from joah. Again, if you can get to CVS and get some of these products. Oh, the one thing I didn't do is I didn't put a little glowy highlighter. Not that I need anything. So you know what? I'm not gonna go there. I will say this. Here is the joah highlighter. I will pop up a video where I have used this. It's gorgeous. And this one is in Pink Dawn. Yes, Pink Dawn. Got a beautiful big doe foot applicator, but it does give the, you know what? You know, I can't help myself. But in the other video, where I'll have that posted here, you'll see it's action. It's all its glory and its action, but that's a great buy at 40 to 50% off. So do get that. But yeah, get to CVS, get some of these great drugstore items. joah is a lovely brand. I've been enjoying them for quite a few years now. And so I was uber pumped when I saw that they were 40 to 50% off. I love a good deal. Now, we do have to say special thanks to our special guest, Fenty and Gucci. Oh, and Buxom. This was $8.99. This was $19.99. I'll put up the actual price. I'm sure at least 40. It has to be 50% off. But gorgeous. And this Fenty is $14.99. Several different shades in this. There was one, like a hot pink one, that I would have gotten, but the one that they had was broken. So I may be going back to TJMaxx, which you know is my home away from home. Anywho, all right, my friends, we are done with another video. Go on out there and act like you're somebody, because you're somebody special. And I appreciate your time. Thanks for joining. And I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. And comment below if you're going to be getting some of these joah products. Do you shop at CVS? Do you shop at TJMaxx? Let me know if you pick up any of these items, and let me know if you have used the new Maybelline TikTok hit, the Colossal Bubble Mascara. All right, my friends, we are done. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.